Let me see. Let me see let me see this video like this. Let me see how many people notice something different. Let me see if you're paying attention. Are you listening to me? Are you listening to God's word? Are you listening? Are you saying anything different? We had an intermission and thing disappeared. They were really hungry, right? Yeah. So something interesting happened. And let me know at the end of the video what has changed. Let's see. But we stopped off at this. We were talking about the wine talk. That was a brief intermission about the wine talk. Because we want to make sure that when you see people doing communion and other services using real alcoholic wine, it's no. We're not supposed to serve anybody alcoholic beverages, including wine, in a communion setting or anything at all. No alcohol at all. Nothing. Nada, nil, no alcohol. How do you say it in Tagalog? None. Wala? Wala? How do you say it in Thai song? No, none. But you had it from her. Yeah, say it. I don't want to say anything. How do you say no alcohol? Are you afraid you've been drinking? How do you say no alcohol? On the spot, right? Camera in your face. How do you say no alcohol in Thai song? Cantonese. I don't want to say anything. What do you want to say? You have friends? You might see this video? Yeah. Oh, you have friends? Well, now you're going to see you too. She ain't saying that because she's trying to cover you guys. I ain't saying the names. I just wonder how you say different language. Speaking in tongues. I can't say myself. I have to give the tongues now. How do you say no alcohol?
Why is it alcohol?
Oh,
we know.
Maybe she don't know how to say.
No, I know how to say.
No, she don't know how to say. Let's go back to the Bible. Let's continue. Go to chapter 3. Okay. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. We gotta have fun at God's word, okay? We gotta have fun. It's a fun book. And thank them both for helping us and watching and going over this stuff. Thank you also for taking time to watch. Please, Miss Solomon speak. Take time to spread the message out to your friends and family and share. Look at these videos, not to say, look at him and his big cook on the head, but to say, what is God's word teaching us? And I will continue with, I like the way this gentleman reads. He reads so nice. I like the way he does it. He speaks with passion. What was his name? He's a good guy. Like the guy before did it back in Family Radio when he did, not Harold Camping, but the guy who did the reading before, he used to read Bible verses. That always got me did. My mom used to always play in the car when he hear Family Radio playing Bible verses beside the Unshackled things. And it was such a nice thing to do those shows Unshackled. It's like the old-fashioned TVs and stuff, and radios, not TV, before TV came into play, where you would hear a story and you have to listen to the sounds. They had the sound effects. What do they call those? We had the sound effects. Like they play in a movie, but just the audio versions, where you can hear the people talking the different plays, different skits, like a car starting up and driving down the road.
Sound effects?
Not sound effects only, no, but like you say you have an actual like a dialogue of a movie, but without the sound, without you know what I'm talking about, but without the movie. Before TVs came into play, they played stories online about. They played stories on the radio. What is the term you use for audiobooks? Audiobook is that right? What am I talking about that for? Forgot.
I don't know where you.
No, I was talking about this. I remember talking about this. Something different. But we're trying to say, it's nice to hear these stories as they are, and you have to kind of picture in your mind. I don't know if that's exactly what I was talking about before. I was talking about something before. I was leading to it, but then it's like, look at these flowers. They're pretty. Look at the flowers. They're pretty. Look at something else, right? We'll get back to Ecclesiastes. Beautiful books. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful carnation. So we're gonna get back to this. So Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Change of times and seasons. See, I drink water. Water, yeah. No wine. I had to snatch it out of their hands, snatch it from the grass for them. No, I'm not promoting. They don't give me a sponsor. She sponsors me. No, it's good for them. I'm saying.
There was wine in here.
There's no wine in there. No water. It's just water. No alcoholic beverages ever, comma, again, if there was done before. No smoking, no drinking, no ever alcohol. Please, because I love you, please. Because you love me too, you say you won't do it. Because you love God more, you won't do it. Because you love your body and family yourself, you won't drink it. No smoking. I know you can do it. I know you can quit it. I know you can. By the grace of God, in the power of Jesus' name, in the power of Jesus' name, you and I can overcome these temptations and sins. And alcohol can become so addictive. It's very addictive. And people drinking things, I'm just drinking in response. I'm just drinking to have fun with my friends. They help me to unwind and loosen up. But you really can unwind and loosen up too much. And you can lose too much stuff. You can lose a lot. You can lose your life. I know one guy, sadly, one of our friends told us about this. He was drinking and they went hang out with some friends and he was arguing with somebody in the road and the guy pushed him in front of a car. He's gone. Why take the risk? No. Please, our family members who drink and used to drink and stuff before and then they died younger than they could have. It's just not good. Please don't drink. I love you guys too much. Please don't drink. So, like how he said, change up times and stuff in Ecclesiastes chapter 3. There's a time for everything. Let's go to chapter 4. Okay? Because as it says here before, and chapter 3 explains, everything happens to us, as well as the beasts, as well as to the humans and everything else. We all alive, but we all die at some point. But then after that life, there's a judgment reward that comes to us once we wake up and see Jesus' face if we die. Well, how we live our lives now will determine what we'll gain in the end, what reward God will give us, if we'll be suitable or suited to have life anew. So yes, there is something by faith that we will attain. By the grace of God, we all want to be saved. I want you to be saved too by the grace of God, to live with Him forevermore. No more dying, no more pain, no more sickness, no more hurt, no more pain. Nothing at all again. No more suffering again. But to enjoy life and to work and to not be troubled, not have to work and pay all these bills and taxes and all these fees and stuff, but to be happy and enjoy life and living free without worry and drama. And they all offer these lofty promises. But I want to talk about something about the churches too, about wine of doctrine. It's also called a wine of doctrine. People can speak of a certain wine of doctrine. They'll tell you some words and doctrine and certain things of different denominations and different things to believe in. But it's a wine of doctrine. If it's not from God, it's a wine of doctrine that can deceive the mind and mess up your conscience and make you believe a lie. Cain believed a lie. Okay? He had a wine of doctrine from Satan. Believed a lie and decided to kill Abel. Abel didn't trouble him. Abel wasn't provoking him. But because Cain was disobedient to God, disobedient to him, he ended up killing his family instead of Abel. Okay? So, honesty and truth and obedience to God comes first. Chapter 4 of Ecclesiastes. We want to get this stuff because we have a little trip to go on next time. We want to go take a little trip, walk down Winter Park again to see. There's beautiful people. Take a walk and see how they're doing. So we're going to take a little trip down there with the family. So, chapter 4 of Ecclesiastes. Let me see. It's talking about increase of vanity by oppression, envy, and idleness. What does these things do and what does it mean? I'll try to see if we can explain it. We're going to get to 12 at some point. This comes just now.
Ecclesiastes 4. So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun, and behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, that they had no comforter. And on the side of their oppressors there was power, but they had no comforter. Wherefore I praised the dead which are already dead more than the living which are yet alive. Yea, better is he than both they which have not yet been, who have not seen the evil work that is done under the sun.
Could you imagine?
Again, I considered all travail and every right work, that for this a man is envied of his neighbor. This is also vanity and vexation of spirit. The fool foldeth his hands together and eateth his own flesh. Better is an handful with quietness than both the hands full with travail and vexation of spirit.
That makes sense.
Then I returned, and I saw vanity under the sun. There is one alone, and there is not a second. Yea, he had neither child nor brother, yet is there no end of all his labor. Neither is his eye satisfied with riches, neither saith he, for whom do I labor, and bereave my soul of good? This is also vanity, yea, it is a sore travail. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor.
That's so true.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
True.
Better is a poor and a wise child than an old and foolish king, who will no more be admonished. For out of prison he cometh to reign, whereas also he that is born in his kingdom becometh poor. I considered all the living which walk under the sun, with the second child that shall stand up in his stead. There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of spirit.
Continue. I'm going to go to 5. There's a lot of stuff that people are sad about. But again, threefold cord. How did the wedding go?
Ecclesiastes 5.
Good stuff.
Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God,
This is important.
and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools. For they consider not that they do evil. Be not rash with thy mouth, but let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before God. For God is in heaven, and thou upon earth.
No swearing.
Therefore let
He's calling.
Oh, one of my neighbors are calling back. Let me see. I'm going to miss that. I'm going to let that call. I'm going to let it ring too, and I'm going to pick it up just now. But it's saying, I'll check with him soon. But saying, yeah, this is very true when it says, be willing to listen to God's word than speak your own. Let me see. Interesting. This is 9-10 minutes. Call it intermission 2. Okay. Let's finish this verse first. I'll call him back. Okay.
You. For a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known by multitude of words. When thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools.
So don't swear ever.
Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better is it that thou shouldst not vow than that thou shouldst vow and not pay. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin. Neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should God be angry at thy voice, and destroy the work of thine hands? For in the multitude of dreams and many words there are also divers vanities. But fear thou God. If thou seest the oppression of the poor, and violent perverting of judgment and justice in a province, marvel not at the matter. For he that is higher than the highest regardeth, and there be higher than they. Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the field. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase. This is also vanity. When goods increase, they are increased that eat them.
Okay. It must be important. So let me give you a call back. Let me give you intermission part 2. We'll get to the next part.